Welcome to my channel, Woolly Night Stitches, and today is the FlossTube for the March update. If you've been around for a little while, you'll notice that my YouTube name has changed. I added stitches to the end of Woolly Nights, so now my YouTube name is Woolly Night Stitches. My Instagram stays the same, it's woolly.nights, and my email is also the same at woolly.nights@gmail.com. So today there's going to be a little bit of everything. If you didn't know, I do many different crafts. I'm a cross stitcher, I'm a crocheter, a knitter, a diamond painter. So I just kind of bounce around from one thing to another. So I do have a little bit of crochet in this one to share with you guys. As for this month, my total was a little low in stitch counts what it's been in previous months, but I think that is because I have started working part-time and also because I stitched a lot on my pre-stamps, which I don't count stitches on. But other than that, let's jump right in. First, we'll talk a little bit about my crochet. I am a designer. I have a Ravelry page, Woolly Nights Designs, and these just went up today, or no, went up yesterday. They are the Not Naughty Baby Beanies. They're a pretty simple beanie. I can whip one up in a day or two. They're from 0 to 12 months. So they're really cute. I love them. And if you are a crocheter, go and check them out on my Ravelry page. I'd really appreciate it. So there's those. And now I'll show you my diamond paintings, and we have a finish. I finished the Mallow man. He came out really cute, really sparkly. I love this guy. I am going to get something to go over the top of it, and I don't know if the shine, the sparkle will stay or not. I've done some in the past, just with Mod Podge. Can't say that word. Mod Podge. Just the gloss glue. But I found that they have a spray can of Mod Podge, and I was gonna try that out and see if that worked. So there's that one. Woohoo, a finish! And of course, with a finish, you have to have a new start, right? So I started my deer diamond painting. It's pretty large. I do have a larger one than this that I haven't started, but this is my biggest one that I've ever done as of now. It's a round diamond painting. It's by Diamond Dots. It's really cute. Isn't he cute? I'm calling him my snowy deer. Or snowy deer, something like that. But that's what I got done this week. I was able to get one color done on my diamond paint with me on Fridays. But then I continued and finished off the square. So pretty good. And believe it or not, I was worried because there wasn't a lot of white. And I thought that, the background, the snow was going to be white. And it's not. The only white that is in this is in his antlers, highlighting the snow on his antlers. That's the only white. The rest of it is light blues and turquoises. I thought that was interesting because I was worried. I was like, oh no, there's not gonna be enough. But there is. I understand the whole picture now. But I'll continue working on that every Friday and stitching or diamond painting with you guys. Next up, we have the Beaded Lady. And this one is all beads, a no background, and this is where I've gotten so far. So finally finished this row and got a little bit of this done this week on, I believe it's the 3rd row. So yeah, I'm excited. Because as of right now, sorry, itchy nose. You can't really tell what it's gonna be. So I'm ready for it to start shaping up and showing some detail. Of course, there won't be a ton of detail because there's only 8 colors, so not a ton of detail. But I didn't want a whole lot of colors for my first ever beaded cross stitch. So next up, we'll get into the pre-stamps I worked on. Some of these you've seen, some of them you haven't. But like I said, I kind of really got into pre-stamped this month because I was tired from work, but I wanted to do something and counted just wasn't in the cards for me. So I got out my pre-stamped. So this is the one I've been working on this month. We started this month, Be a Witch. It's ginormous. So I got a little bit up here in the border. You can see that across. That's what I got done at the top. And then at the bottom is where I mainly worked at. And I'm just kind of doing the border right now, trying to get that done. Because I think with this piece, my arms aren't long enough to show you this. With this piece, it's going to be small goals. Because otherwise it'll just be too daunting. So I'm going to finish off the border first and then start in on the words. And I haven't decided yet. I'm still debating if I want to do the background of the words first to help kind of bring out, oh, the sun came out. Great. To bring out the symbols and the letters, or do the letters first and then leave the background. I don't know. Let me know what you guys would do, because I'm kind of at a I don't know what to do stage. The next ones, this one I don't have a picture for, but I've been working on it for a while now. It's kind of like my bedtime stitch that I stitch, you know, when I can't go to sleep, or to kind of relax me to go to sleep. It's a Yin Yang design with a phoenix and a dragon, and I'm mainly doing the phoenix on this side. All I have left is to finish the background, and then I can go over to the dragon. Is that still up? Oops. There, can you see it all now? And this is done in it's not silk thread, but it's a shiny like rayon thread. They call it silk, but I don't believe it's silk. I think it's a rayon mix, but I'm just going to call it my shiny thread because it is super, super shiny. I love it when it's on the floss card because it's so shiny, so pretty, so silky. But then when you start stitching with it, it can be a pain because it slips and your stitches don't look that well. And on this one, this is an 11 count, but I decided in the beginning 3 strands were just, it wasn't happening with 3 strands. So I took it out and went with 2 strands, and I think it's working well with 2 strands. And sure, you're going to probably see some of the background, but I'm okay with that. The next pre-stamped, here's a picture of it. And I can't remember where I got this from, but I liked the landscape and all the blues and grays. I started this last year. It's an 11 count, and I started with the bottom. So the bottoms, they go in like rivers of color. So I'm just taking one color, finishing it, and moving on to the next color. I'm not completely finishing, you know, the color because there's more up here and, you know, all the way up, but just in that section finishing the color. So, yeah. This one I was really working on before work when I had a little time. That's what I would work on. And lastly, if you watch some other FlossTubers, you've probably seen this one. This is European Town by Joy Sunday. I think it's one of Joy Sunday's largest pieces. It's 174 centimeters by 36 centimeters. So it's a good size one. And I got this in 14 count, and I started, let me show you, over here. This is where I'm at, in this corner. I got this at the end of December is when it arrived, but I didn't start it till January 1st, and I haven't done much on it. That's all I've gotten done. But I pulled it back out this month and got a few stitches in, mainly the white stitches is what I did. But yeah, I can't even show you all this in one. It's longer than my arm span. But yeah, it's long. So you'll probably be seeing this one more for the next few months until I get tired of it and move on to another one. But yeah, I keep it together with one of my magnet clips so it doesn't all unfold. So those are all the pre-stamps I worked on this month. So next we'll get into the counted cross stitch. So the first one is Abandon Hope, which is a Heaven and Earth design. And I got 2,210 stitches done on this. I've gotten fuzz everywhere. I've gotten a page done, and I'm on the second page. And I looked at the pattern, and this first row all the way down is just pages of black 310. Just completely black. Which I'm not mad about. I knew this was going to be like full-on 310, full-on 310 piece. I just was like, wow. Just like the realization of, wow, a whole row from top to bottom of 310. And I'm pretty sure that's the same on the other side as well. So it's mindless stitching, and I like that. So days when I don't want to think, I just pull this out and work on it. And it's on 28 count. I believe this is Monaco. 28 Monaco. So yeah. One page down, a whole lot to go. I can't remember what percentage I'm at, but I don't even think I'm at 1%. Or maybe I'm at 1%. And that's it. Next piece is my Nailed It piece, which I'm making for my niece. So I've got to get this one done this year because I'm making all my nieces and nephews projects for Christmas presents. And this one, I got 2,284, and I've gotten even more done on that because I added the border and I'm filling it in, which I'm not counting the stitches for because it's not in Pattern Keeper and not keeping up with my stitches. So the shark and the words were what I worked on this month in the shark and the words was 2,000 stitches. But I think it's really cute. The floss that I got for the back stitching and things, it's kind of like Krynic. I think it's DMC's version of Krynic. And I couldn't help getting the shine factor, glittery factor in on this one. So that's where I'm at with it. Again, just some mindless stitching to do on it. And this one is on 14 count Aida. Next up, we have the Deer Landscape, which I started last week before last. It's on 18 count gridded Aida, and this is by a Ukrainian designer. I'll have the info in the description box if you want to go check her out. But I did a whole video on a few Ukrainian designers that I bought patterns from. But I haven't got very far. I got, let's see, 828 stitches done. And I'm ready to be done with this white moon. Because white on white Aida is worse than just stitching black. For me, anyways. But there's that one. Cute, cute. Next up. Oops. Sea Witch. I didn't get... Okay. This is a very sad number of stitches. I got a whopping total of 86 stitches done on this one. Yeah, 86. I think I did it for a challenge in one of my stitching groups. So yeah, not a lot done. But I am, you know, starting to see the tentacle here. And I think I'm going to be seeing more of it in this section. So it's getting interesting at least. And this one is done on 14 count Aida. And I really like it. This fabric, I've never had fabric like this before. It's really soft Aida. And I really like it. Next up, another one that got a big whopping 100 stitches on is the Mystery Sow by the CrossStitch Studio. I am months and months behind on this one. This is still page 2, which was released on the first month of the stitch along. So not far. Part of it is because I found out I do not like full cross on small count. This is 28 count fabric, and I did 1/1 full cross on it. And I definitely can tell you it's not my preferred way. I like tent stitching on these little counts. But I will keep at it little by little. Probably won't be a finish this year, but you never know. I might just want to stitch on it for a whole month. Who knows? Next up is Beloved. It's a charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I have been wanting to stitch on this one. Whoa. Hold on. Fabric's caught everywhere. I did finally finish the page, which was exciting. Don't think I'm going to get to my goals this year. I wanted to get 6 pages done. We're already, what, 3 months in, 4 months in, and I haven't got another page done. But progress is progress, right? I got 400 done on it, and I have plans for this one, guys. I have plans. So I know a few of you are stitching this one. Oh, and this is done on 25 count Lugana. 2/1 tent stitch. But I have plans. So instead of doing Mania in May, where you have a bunch of starts, I think I'm going to do this as my focus piece. I will still be doing different patterns for my daily YouTube videos, But for my main focus piece that's on my stand, I'm going to put this one on there. That's the tentative plans as of now. Because I want to get some good work on it, and I want to work on it so bad, but I have another project that has a time factor on it. And there's fabric going everywhere. Next up is Sylvia Sword. You guys have really enjoyed me stitching on this piece, and I have too. The purples are fabulous. So that I can't ever get it right. There we go. I got 246 stitches this month. Got to the third row, and I picked out my background color. This is done on 28 count gridded fabric, 2/1 stitch, and I have it right over here. This came as a kit from Trident Creations. This is a pattern by Thread Geeks, but I got the kit from Trident Creations. And I didn't know that the background wasn't stitched or wasn't a part of the kit or the pattern. So I decided to go and find me a background. I picked DMC C318. It's a sparkly thread. It's not Krynic. It's soft. It only has one strand of sparklies running through it, and you are able to pull apart each strand. You can split it up from the 6 to 1 strand, and it still has that sparkly in every strand. So yeah, it's coming along. I only work on this with you guys here on YouTube when I do my videos on Sunday. I did miss last Sunday. I just wasn't able to get it recorded, but I will have one tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Next up, and this is the last one that I worked on, which has been my primary focus because it is a commissioned piece. It is Raise the Horns by ScreamingHeartDesign. It is done on black 14 count Aida, and I got to move the frame. I am at 66% now, so it won't be too long before it gets finished. I've got it in the plans to finish it this month, and then I can get it framed and get it to its owner. Yeah, it's really coming out really, really nice. I thought I wasn't gonna like doing the words that much, but I'm okay with it. I don't mind doing letters. The more I do it, the more I like it. So yeah, that's the one that's gonna be my focus piece this month, because I want to get it done. I put a date in, and I think I have to get about 80 stitches in a day, which I don't work on it every day, but rounding it out for the week, I get that 86 a day on most weeks. So that is all the counted cross stitch, and my total for this month was 9,356 stitches, which is the lowest stitch count I've had. But like I said, I've had other life things going on and just been tired. So if you added in all the stitching I did on my pre-stamped, I probably would be in my normal range of stitches. At least I'm thinking it that way. Last one I wanted to show you guys is I brought this one out for a live 2 weeks ago. And we did some back stitching on it. All I have to do is the back stitching down here. Yeah, all I have to do. It's a lot, and I'm not the biggest fan of back stitching. I think it's because, your grid lines are kind of gone. So now you have to go off of you know, colors and counting and things, and it just makes it that much more tedious. But the back stitching is bringing out the piece a lot. I like it. And it is getting done this year. It is. I'm not taking no for an answer. But those are all of the ones I worked on in March, guys. I did not even touch my Whip Go pieces. I just wasn't feeling it this month. So maybe we'll get some done this month, maybe not. But the new numbers were called for this month. And for my 5-day goal, which is the Whip Go I'm doing with the Witchy Stitcher in her Discord group, Abandon Hope got called, and Go on a Long Journey. And I have a picture here of that one. If I can get to the right one. Here. This is Go on a Long Journey. It's grayscale, so no color. And this was one I was like, you know what? I want to start it a different way. So I started in the middle. I'm not a fan of starting in the middle. Because it's like, which direction do you go? So I started in the middle, and I'm going towards the right top corner. So in that direction, and then once that's done, I'll pick another direction to go in. And then for the Whip Go board from the Facebook Whip Go, the ones that got called were my Pumpkin Fairy, which I started, it was my birthday start last year in October. I don't have a picture of that one. I couldn't find it. And yeah, I gotta find it because it has my pattern in it. And then the next one was Phoenix. And I have a picture of that one. It's a little guy. I think it's about the same size as my Hobbit house that I'm working on, that you guys have seen. But what's cool about this one is it's a mixture of tint and full cross. And I've never done one like that until this one. So it's interesting to do, and I haven't picked it up in a while. So maybe I'll work on it a little this month. I have an idea that I think I'm going to do. So those are all the stitching content that I've done, Whip Go goals, all of that. Now I'm going to tell you what I plan on doing this month. So my main focus piece is going to be Raise the Horns until I get that done. That's going to stay on my stand. Next, for my videos, you know, I do a video every day. Sunday is Sylvia Sword, Friday is diamond painting. Diamond painting. Hold on. Thursday is my Hades. Wednesday is my beaded cross stitch. Monday is a pre-stamped. And I've had a pre-stamp selected because I started one last month. I started one in February and I started one in March, and I worked on that one all month. But I decided that I would do the Spin the Wheel app to choose which one I will work on that day, on Monday. So the ones I put in were Be a Witch, The Blue Witch, and European Town. So the wheel will spin, and that will be the one I will work on for that video. Then I have 2 random days where I do my counted cross stitch, and I'm also going to put all of my Whip Go that have been called and haven't been completed into the Spin the Wheel app, and whichever one that chooses, that's the one I'll work on. I thought I'd get a little variety and get me stitching on all my pieces. So that's all from me, guys. I am doing lives on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Central Time. So if you guys want to join in on that, just come in and chit chat with me. You can get your stitching projects and stitch, and yeah, I'll be on there at 6 p.m. for about an hour. Unless, you know, I get called into work or something happens, but plan on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Central Time. If you are a crocheter, I'd really appreciate it if you go over and check out my pattern, the Not Naughty Beanie, Baby Beanie. You can just get on Ravelry and type in Not Naughty Baby Beanie, and it'll come up. So I'd appreciate if you guys did that. Thank you all for watching. If you liked it, please hit that like button. It really helps me out. Also, if you want to throw a comment down in the comment section, that helps out too. You can just say hi. If you want to, you know, email me, you can do that at woolly.nights@gmail.com. Or if you want to tag me on Instagram or send me a message on Instagram, I'd love to talk to you guys and see what you guys are working on. So I hope everyone has a great week, a great April month, and stay safe, stay healthy, do what you want, do what you love, and have fun crafting, guys. Bye for now.